Good evening, Rescue. How are you doing? I hope you're well. God, I love this song. This is from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. The song is called You've Always Got Me. It's a really, really good song. It's like a 1 hour loop of it on the composer's YouTube channel, Cosmograph. Really, really cool. It is well, good to hear. Excellent, in fact. Enough of that. What have you been up to, Rescue? I hope you've been having a wonderful time since you last dropped by, and to bless us with your presence. Us. And by that I mean me. Well, this and the boys, yeah. No. You've got your boy, Yes Bison. You've got your boy, Gert. You've got a open-eyed Snorlax up here. And, Gengar from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And we have Bakemon and Soulmon. The boys! I feel like SpongeBob SquarePants when he was like, oh yeah, I don't need any friends. I have like my friends Potato Chip, Used Napkin, the other one, Penny, that was the other one. I remember Used Napkin more because Used Napkin is barely in. He just kind of apparently says something really mean. Or sarcastic or something like that. But yeah. Na. So, Rescue! Gundam Seed. You know anything about it? No? I watched the Gundam Seed movie, Gundam Seed Freedom, yesterday in cinemas. And, oh my goodness gracious me. What a film. What a film. So, if you're uninitiated with Gundam, Gundam Seed is a very popular series. Whether you like it or not is another point, but like Gundam Seed is extremely popular as part of the Gundam franchise. It's one of the most popular universes created from the Gundam world. What happened was there was meant to be a film released back in like I want to say like 2005 or 6 or something like that. Oh, hang on, what year is it now? It's 2024 now, so it would have been 2008 it was meant to come out. I watched G Gundam and Toonami back in the day. Ah, I see. Actually, G Gundam's one of the few I've not seen. Well, I say few, there's quite a few I've not seen, but like, yeah, I've actually not got around to watching G Gundam yet. I need to. But, yeah. So what happened was, back in 2008, they were meant to release the Gundam Seed movie. However, the writer for it, she got extremely severely ill, life-threateningly ill, and unfortunately died. And as a result of that, the film was kind of shelved, essentially, and like many people thought it had just been like silently cancelled. And for good reason, you know, like when your lead writer's died and they've clearly not brought anyone else on to fill in her role. I can get why. So yeah, barely any of the film was done before she died, so the film never got finished. However, it was announced like a year or two ago that they were going to actually release the film. They were bringing it back and they were actually making the film after 16 years. 16 years this film was dead in the ground, and they brought it back to life. This film was a meme amongst Gundam fans that like, oh, like this is going to be another Gundam Seed movie scenario, isn't it? But yeah, the Gundam Seed movie has finally been released after 16 years. And like, you know, it's not a film worth 16 years, waiting 16 years for. I don't think any film is worth that long. But, as a film as part of Gundam Seed, it is a very, very fun film. Very, very fun film. I keep peeking my microphone. Let me turn my gain down. There we go, that's a bit better. Na, 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 na. You've always got me. But yeah, Gundam Seed. Freedom. What a ride. What an absolute ride. I think it's a film which is very, like, validating if you are a fan of Gundam Seed. And there are many people who absolutely adore Seed and who still like Seed today and still consider it their favourite series. I think if you enjoy Seed, or even if you don't enjoy Seed even, like, it's a very validating film, you know, to have this thing, which is meant to be the finale of it all, come back after 16 years. And have it... Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Seed Freedom is not like a good film. It's not that great at all, in fact. It's very... But it's very cheesy, it knows very much what it is, and it really just goes into it, and it's one hell of a fun time. It is such a fun film. It's the most fun I've had in a film in years. It's really, really awesome to watch. And yeah, like, sometimes that's all you need. It doesn't need to be like some kind of like Oscar nominee film. Like, granted, the Oscars are all a sham anyway, but who cares? Yeah, it's just like a really fun film. It kind of just, it's like an ultimate fan service for Seed fans, you know? And I really enjoyed it. There's some genuine moments of hilarity, genuine moments of absolute shock and horror, and genuine moments of like, oh hell yeah, boys, this is awesome. We are so back, boys. We're back, boys. Na na na. Ba ba da 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 da. You've always got me. Yeah. So Gundam Seed, Freedom. I don't know if I wanted to really talk too much into spoilers, in case there's some lurker here who randomly stumbles by and it's like, ooh, the Gundam Seed film. But I'm pretty lucky, actually. So the UK actually got it really early. So there's a really cool distribution company called All the Anime, which I believe started about 13 years ago. And they're a Scottish-based company, and they've essentially been, like, awesome at, like, distributing anime in the UK. Which is something we didn't really have before, or when it was like extremely expensive because it was all like it all came from America a lot of the time. But yeah, they've made distribution, especially for like harder to get series, like a lot of Gundam stuff, like Turn A Gundam, which is a series a lot of people have never seen. That's like it's a Gundam for hardcore Gundam fans. It's like they released that subtitled officially, which had not been happened before. I don't even know if it's happened in America, even. If they've had an official Blu-ray release of Gundam Turn A. I'm not sure. But either way, yeah, All the Anime, awesome distribution company. They got limited screenings throughout the UK for Gundam Seed Freedom on this weekend. I think there was one which was on earlier tonight as well. Around where I live, at least. But yeah, weekend screenings for it, and like, it was me and one other person I was with. We were the only two people in the theatre. For some reason, it was playing at our small town, and I guess we were the only people who cared about it. But I very much enjoyed the film, and yeah, I don't know if you've ever been in a theatre, in the cinema, when there's like only like you there. It's really cool. Because you can just be as loud as you want. Of course, I actually wanted to watch the film, so it wasn't loud at all, but like, yeah, it's cool to see. Tell you what, let's change the song up a bit. This is another one from Nika. This is called It's Showtime. If it will load. If it will load. As soon as I open up an internet window, I slow down tremendously. I wonder if it's because I've got too many tabs open, I'm not sure. Probably is. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na. Man, I thought this so this is the theme of one of the mini games. God, actually, this is so fucking wild, right? Okay, that theme from beforehand, "You've Always Got Me," that was like the theme song for like the menu for one of the mini games in Nikke for this one event, this one Valentine's event. Like, it's insane. Like, they made this whole cool theme just for the menu. And you'll barely hear it, because you'll be just on the menu for a little while. And then, this is the actual music which appears in the minigame. Both by Cosmograph, who's cracked. But yeah, no, Nikke's music is so good. Like, I told this to someone I know, and it's like, I think now, with so many games trying to get your money with, like, microtransactions and stuff, if you're a gacha game, you can't just be a gacha game, right? You need to be, like, an actual good game, first off. And sure, you might think that, like, Nikke isn't good, you might not enjoy Nikke's gameplay, which is fair, but I think I watched a Fillion stream, she was doing a sponsored stream of it, and she mentioned how she actually kind of enjoyed it. It feels very arcadey, and I think that's a really good way to put it. Very arcadey. And, yes, it's... How do I put this? Yeah, like, that kind of element is just one part of it. Like, you know, obviously the character designs need to be good in these kind of games, and they are top tier, they're sexy, they're cute, they're whatever you want them to be. No, I'm sure... Oh, it's the jiggling game. Yeah, it is. And that sells. It does. But, yeah, like... I'm constantly surprised by the music of this game. It's honestly so good. Like, they get a bunch of, like, special guest composers as well. They have a lot of in-house composers doing stuff for them. It's really, really, really great soundtrack. God, it's so good. I don't want to say so good. I feel like I'm overselling it by saying it's so good, but the music is so good. The game itself I enjoy quite a bit. There's a, like, collaboration with ReZero. I was doing that, streaming the minigame of it the other day, trying to, like, get all the rewards on that. And then I found out today that I lost my first place ranking in my union, like a guild kind of. Now I'm third place, the highest score, and I must get my title back. I must reclaim my throne. But until that point, no, we'll be here. Gundam Seed. Actually, one thing which was interesting, there weren't that many new mobile suits in the Gundam Seed movie, from what I remember. There were a couple, but, like, it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna have the Strike Freedom Impulse or something like that. I don't think there was, at least. There was like, oh yeah, this is like the Strike Freedom Freedom Vanisher or something. I don't know. There was, like, new equipment and stuff like that, which I imagine they'll sell as, like, things you can give to your already existing models. But yeah, it wasn't, like, super reliant on, like, new stuff. Except for, like, a few of the villains and such. Which is cool. It feels like it wasn't just there to sell it is still, like, model kits inevitably, but, like, it didn't necessarily feel like that, I guess? I don't know. And, like, a lot of, like, if you like the romance in Seed, I think a lot of people will, well, actually, some people will be very disappointed, some people will be very angry, but some people will really like it. Yeah. I just realized. Actually, I realized this a bit ago, that's why I got rid of the images. But Bakamon is in front of me here. Actually, that's something. So I've been watching Digimon Frontier recently, and so if Digimon Frontier is this weird series where, like, instead of getting Digimon partners, it's like humans being able to turn into Digimon. They unlock these spirits, and the spirits let them transform into a Digimon. Their bodies have basically become like a catalyst as this to for this spirit to come over them and be a Digimon fighter, I guess. But then like, so like I think it was about like what, episode 10 episodes in, something like that. We end up finding out there's like, so they all get the spirits, but it turns out there's like everyone has two spirits. Well, there's a human spirit for everyone, and there's a beast spirit for everyone. Something I did not remember from when I watched it years ago in English. A lot of those beast Digimon, the beast spirit Digimon, massive compared to the human ones. The human ones are about, you know, human size. You know, a lot of them are like, they're just like very tall humans, essentially. You know, like tall humans, like 6 feet tall, because you know they're just meant to be big guys. The beast Digimon are often like 12 times, not 12, like twice the size of them. Like, this is gonna sound really autistic, but I like. Okay, so when I was younger, what I would do is I would use like a measuring tape. Okay, so yeah, like a measuring tape. I'd use a measuring tape and go up to my banister, right, on the top landing, and I would measure down. It was like on the top landing, right. There was like it was straight down to the stairs, to the bottom of the stairs. So I would put this tape measure over the landing and just measure it down to see how big Pokemon were. Like, just to get an idea of how big Pokemon were, I would do that. And I was like, oh, Groudon's 11 feet? That's not very big. It says in the Pokedex it's about 11 feet tall, and that's not very big at all, it seems, for something which is meant to be so colossal. Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty big, honestly, but, like, yeah. But, it's still big enough for you to ride on it and for it to carry you, I guess. I guess that's the size of an elephant, really, isn't it? But yeah, anyway. So, like, a lot of these, like, Beast Spirit Digimon... Digimon's... No, it's okay. Yeah, I rang up the Pokemon thing. It's like, Digimon's always weirded me out because, like, it's never consistent with its heights. Like, oftentimes I think it's just because, whatever heights the animators need them to be. But that's about it. A lot of the time, though, they are not consistent in the slightest. Sometimes they're enormous, sometimes they're way smaller than they appear to be. And it's always really annoyed me. So that has not changed when rewatching Frontier. So what happened was I took images of like good screenshots where you could see the height difference between human and beast spirit Digimon, and I like looked it up and like compared image size. And, like, oh, okay, so this thing is like this thing gets to this thing's waist essentially. So this thing is like twice the size of a normal human spirit Digimon. It was really like dumb of me to do, but you know what? I don't care. So like the main character, he has Agunimon in English, Agnimon in Japanese. I think the English version just kind of did like a direct like transliteration, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, Agnimon. It's his human spirit, and again, he's just like a tall guy. He's like a tall human man, with like fire and martial arts and stuff. Then you have what's the other one? Vreetramon. That's it. Yeah, in English it's called Burning Greymon, which has caused no end of translation issues in the card game. But yeah, Vreetramon is like, it looks like a Greymon, that's probably what they call it. It's like a Greymon with wings, and Vreetramon is double the size of it. It is really big, and I always thought it looked the same size, and like I thought it was the same size. I just didn't remember anything like that, like it being massive or anything. Yeah, I always thought they were the same size, and then what do I know, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of cool in a way, like, and then like, I think the next form they'll get is Aldamon. So like eventually they get this thing where the beast and human forms fuse together to make an even stronger one. Only 2 characters get it in the anime, which is the main character Takuya. Yeah, Takuya. He gets this thing called Aldamon, which is like the fusion between Agnimon and Vreetramon. and then the other one, Koji, just, the two main guys essentially. He gets one, which is a fusion of his Digimon, his human spirit Wolfmon, called Lobomon in English, and Garmamon, called Kendo Garurumon in English, which is the beast form. They fuse together to become Beowulfmon, which is pretty cool. Though I think the designs are pretty lame though, because it's basically just the human versions wearing the armor of the beast forms, and they're pretty boring. I didn't realize, but until the card game came out, but apparently like the excuse me, the other characters have these kind of forms as well, these fusions of the spirits. But okay, one of them looks good, which is no, two of them look pretty nice, which are Jet Sylphimon. No, yeah, Jet Sylphimon is it called? Jet Sylphimon for wind, and Rhino Kabuterimon. Yes, it is a shame. I wonder though if they were even made at the time. Okay, so the thing is, yeah, there's this fusion made, which you get Aldemon and Beowulfmon. Then they evolve into an even further stage, which is Aldemon turns into, it's Emperor Greymon it's called? Or Kaiser Greymon in Japanese? I can't remember. Yeah, Emperor Greymon though. And Beowulfmon turns into... it's not Mirage Galgamon, that's a different thing entirely. What does Beowulfmon turn into? Something Garurumon. Magna Garurumon, that's it. And it's like, got like a jetpack and everything like that, and it's got like a giant cannon on its arm, and it will like shed them when it doesn't need them anymore, and like launches those projectiles. It's cool. Actually, really cool thing in the card game, in the 2020 card game. So, when they introduced Magna Garurumon as a card, it has an effect which basically makes it so that you detach. So in Digimon card game, much like in Pokemon, you make a stack of cards which you evolve on top of. Magna Garurumon had an effect where you could remove a card from its stack to return a card to your opponent's hand on the field with the same level as that card you return. So you remove cards from its own stack to use its effect, which is like a really cool homage to what it actually does in its appearance in the anime, where it scraps off its own armaments once it no longer needs them to give itself more agility and such. It's really, really cool. Like, there's a bunch of really smart design in that game. It's a really, really cool design. You can tell a lot of people putting a lot of work into trying to make things both thematically cool and also just strong. But, yeah. What was I gonna say? No, yeah, it is a shame they never showed him more. There's like Jet Sylphimon who appears. There's Rhino Kabuterimon, I think it's called in English. I don't know what it's called in Japanese. But, like, that's for, like, thunder. So, yeah, so in, Jet Sylphimon is wind. The girl who has the wind spirits are, it's called Fairymon in Japanese, Fairymon, but, what's it called in English? Kazemon, which is just wind in Japanese, so I don't know why they changed it from Fairymon. Maybe they thought it was too simple, I'm not sure. The localization in that series is bizarre. They made changes which really didn't need to happen. They don't hurt anything either. It's really weird. Fairymon and the beast one is called, okay, in Japanese it's called Shutsumon. In English it's called Zephyrmon, which might cause a problem now because it's actually a recent Digimon announced called Zephygamon, which hopefully will not be an issue at all. But, yeah. Apparently, I thought when it said Shutsu, like S-H-U-T-S-U. Like, hang on, like this. How do you spell? Like that. So, I thought it was like a Japanese way of writing the word shoot. Like this. Like, oh, I guess it's like an air shot or something like that, or like I don't know, some kind of shooting through the air or something like that, I'm not sure. But apparently, no, Shutsu is the name of a Mesopotamian wind god, which is something I didn't know about until today. I didn't know that. And that's cool, so there. Hey, there's your fact of the day. Shutsu is a Mesopotamian wind god. Mesopotamian? Yeah, Mesopotamia was. I think the most no, actually, hang on. Yeah, the thunder one is Rhinocabuterimon, which is made up of okay, in Japanese, the human spirit for thunder is called Blitzmon. In English, it's just called Beetlemon. I don't know why they changed that. Maybe it's like, oh, Blitzkrieg, but Blitz is also just a word in general. So I don't know why. Also, ironically, in the Digimon card game, Blitz is a keyword, which is an ability. So that's pretty funny. But this was years after, obviously. But yeah, Blitzmon came in, which is Beetlemon in English, and there's also Bolgmon. No, Bolgmon, I think it's called. Bolgmon? Bolgmon? I can't remember. I think it's Bolgmon, actually, because I think it's another thing where it's named after a god or something like that. But I thought it was Borg, as in cyborg, because it is a cyborg. But yeah, that's like a giant metal tank beetle thing. And they fused together to form... In English, it's called Rhinocabuterimon, which apparently was a Japanese name which was planned to be used, but got changed. I can't remember what the Japanese name is now. Either way, that never appeared in the anime. And what was the other one? Oh, of course. Fucking Daipenmon. I don't want to... I was thinking of showing an image of Daipenmon, but I don't want to. It annoys me greatly. So, for Ice, right? For the Ice Spirit, this character who has it, the first one is this weird, cute little bear thing with a cannon. Right? That's meant to be the human spirit, though. Well, it's technically a bear, but I guess it's like a humanoid... More of a humanoid bear? But yeah, it's like a little white polar bear thing with a cannon and, like, military gear. It's pretty funny looking. The Beast Spirit is this fucking giant gorilla bear yeti creature with axes. He's sick. Blizzamon, that's his name. Blizzamon, he's awesome. He's got twin axes, like twin tomahawks, like double-bladed tomahawks. Like, oh, I guess the hand axes really, but anyway, yeah. And he's just this like big hulking guy. This big hulking guy. He looks awesome. And the human one's called Chakmon in Japanese and Kumamon in English. But anyway, yeah, Blizzamon is awesome. So, the thing is, you can tell they're kind of related. They're both white, they both have brown on them. They're both kind of bear-like, I guess. They're both cool, but you can tell they're kind of related, right? What is the fusion of these? It is Daipenmon. Daipenmon is a penguin based off a snow cone machine. No, of a shaved ice machine, even. You know those Japanese shaved ice machines? Which have, like, the turning thing on top? The handle. And the crank, even. And you crank... yeah, there's a handle. And you crank that. And it grinds ice inside of it. It's based on one of those. And it looks fucking horrible. It looks like a plastic toy. And it's meant to be a fusion of these two? Like, how? I refuse to accept this. Give it something else. And its weapons are these, like, two giant ice lollies. Right? And listen, I don't have a problem with the design itself. I think Digimon is really good at having these weird and goofy designs. And because of that, I don't dislike Daipenmon's design in and of itself. I dislike it in relation to the other two. Because there's no logical step there. It's one of the reasons why I wasn't fond of, like, a lot of the final forms of Pokemon for a long time, because I didn't feel there was enough of a logical step. Like, listen, I think Rowlet's great, and I think the Decidueye is a cool Pokemon by example. I think Dartrix, the middle one, makes sense in the evolution of Rowlet. I don't understand how you get from Dartrix to the Decidueye. Like, it went from this little owl with a bow tie, and then it just gets a hoodie, and is now an archer? I don't understand the... I don't know, and like, I think Primarina's the worst one, where it's like Poplio and Celio... No, I can't remember the second one. Celia's a different thing. Celia's the evolution of Sphere. Poplio evolves into Brion, I think it's called. Yeah, Brion. And then it evolves into Primarina. Poplio and Brion are very clearly clowns, circus clowns, like a performing circus seal. That's what they're meant to be based on. It evolves into Primarina and it becomes a fucking opera singer? Why? I don't understand. It's weird. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Anyway, let's change the song. What do we want to put on? Actually, let's look at Cosmograph's channel and see what's here. I used. What did you mean, I used? Why did that also not show up on my chat screen? I used a man for myself. Let's have a look here. What have you got? What long loops have you got, Cosmo? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the new cash shop thing. Yeah, I forgot this got added. I used Popular in both Gen 7 games. Right, okay. I really like Popular design. I think it's really cute. Like a cool circus clown. It reminds me of that circus, that seal from the old Disney cartoons. Brion, I understand. I didn't see Brion until when the game came out, because I actually went in media blind to that game. I deliberately tried to avoid it because I was really excited for it. I understand that Brion was not received very well, because it's like, why does it look so feminine when the original did not look very feminine at all? And I understand that. It's the same reason. It's kind of similar to... Did my tracking just die? No, I'm back. It kind of reminded of the way people reacted to Breakson in X and Y. Excuse me. What I think... Wait, what was I going to say then? I don't know. Like, I think Popular is a great design. Brion kind of loses it because it changes direction. And I think the idea of a circus performer becoming an opera singer, I don't understand that. There must be some kind of weird reference there I'm not getting. Like, okay, so like, the whole like, listen into Toracat, that makes sense. But then it suddenly becomes like bipedal and a wrestler? What? That doesn't make any sense. It is based on this like old manga or something like that about this dude who like is a heel wrestler, but who wears like a tiger mask, but he's trying to be like a good role model for kids or something like that. It's some really popular old manga. I can't remember what it's called now, but I guess it's meant to be based on that. Like, all right, okay, I get it, but also like there was nothing to indicate that this thing was going to be a wrestler from the first two stages. Nothing at all. And now it just is. Right? That's weird. Like, if it was like, from like, listen to just, Incineroar, sure. Fine, because like, there's been weird jumps between first stage and second stage. But like, when you heard middle stage, which there's nothing to, like, solidify that line, what are you doing? Come on. It's weird. Let's put some music on. There we go. We're going to put New Cash BGM. This is called I Feel So Alive. When this got added, I was really surprised. Yeah. God, it's so good. Imagine this stream. I don't know if actually this stream will get, like, muted everywhere. Have I played Gen 9? No, and I refuse to. I've not played Gen 8 even. Granted, I also don't have a Switch, which doesn't help matters. Who was it in the stream that mentioned about a Switch emulator, apparently? I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, no, I've never played... I was thinking when Sword and Shield came out, but this will be the thing that will make you buy a Switch, and the one I saw, I'm like, oh. Oh. This is it. Oh. Huh. Well, I'm not going to buy a Switch for this game. And then Gen 9 came out as well. And it's like, wow, this game looks fucking terrible. I remember... So, like, you know, the game's a broken mess, and it still is in some ways. I feel like Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet, it's kind of like people's response to Cyberpunk 2077, where it's like, this game is like fun when it works. I don't want to say really fun. I think a lot of the stuff in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is still just like the basic Pokemon formula, which works because it's Pokemon, not because Scarlet and Violet. It's the same kind of joy you could get anywhere else in the franchise. Though there are some cool new stuff in it, I will admit that. But yeah, the thing is, like, when Scarlet and Violet works, it's really fun. The problem is it doesn't work half the time. Well. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I've been talking like Digimon more than Pokemon recently. I used to be a much bigger Pokemon fan, but I think I've just been, like many people, I've just become more, like, disowned from the franchise. No, not disowned. I've become, like, more disinterested, less interested in the franchise as time's gone on, because it just doesn't do what you want it to do. Oh, well. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Anyway, so something I want to do on this stream is actually plan out a calendar for the week. So I have a window open to my side, which I'll just be having on here. Let's make a small window, actually. And yeah, I wanted to just like plan out the next couple of weeks of streaming. Oh, by the way, something I didn't mention. I got cast in a little amateur audio production. What was it now? Yeah, little amateur audio production, which I'm going to be involved with. I just submitted my lines for it today. Who would have thought that, like, actually going for an audition would potentially net you a role? Who would have thought? And you know, it doesn't pay. It is just like amateur stuff. But like, you know what? It's good, right? It's like anything is good, and like. So, despite the stage here, I've actually not done any impersonating for a while now. I think largely it's just like very poor like mental health, I guess. A long time ago, I think my self-esteem got just completely crushed and destroyed, and I guess I'm just trying to work on that at the moment. So yeah, it is great though, yeah. I was like really surprised when I got like, holy shit, that's awesome. It was like, yeah, I really like what you did with it. Anyway, it's like a little amateur audio production doing like children's fairy tales essentially. And you know what? That's a small thing, but I like it. It's cute. It's a cute project. And you know, again, any experience is good experience, especially when I have like not done anything in a while. It's a great like confidence boost, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go and have a look for some things. What are we looking for? Not that. Oh yes, this. Not that actually. No, I'm done. Okay, so I should have taken more of a note of like what my work days are, because I didn't do that. Well, I can take a note of that. Anyway, okay, so we can plan this week out. Rescue, I've been thinking of starting a new game, just because I've been doing a lot of the Golden Sun lately, which I think is a bit of an abandonment to other people who may not be interested in that. So I want to try another game. I can't remember who brought it up a while ago now, but a couple of weeks ago, Dawn of War, Warhammer Dawn of War is a game I used to play loads, and I want to play that again. And apparently it's on GOG, as well as Steam apparently as well. I don't know how good the Steam version is. I think I'd rather play the GOG version. But yeah. Hang on, so I work normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays. Wait, where do I normally work? I work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at the moment because of a change in schedule I got. Yeah, however, this Sunday is Easter, so I will not be working. And I wouldn't be working Friday night because it's Good Friday. So, okay. Let's change this. This will be... I think it would be better for me if I actually get a written version of this to do. I have it on an Excel file, on a spreadsheet file here, a Google Doc spreadsheet, but I think I'd get more involved if I actually wrote it down, you know? Da 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 da. I think my mother will be wanting a special meal for Easter because she is the religious sort. And you know what? Maybe it'd be nice to have a roast meal for a change. It's been a while since I've had one. So yeah, let's leave Sunday free because I don't want to stream on a day when I'm having to cooking a lot. I'm gonna have a family around and do cooking and stuff. Okay, so what are we planning? Monday. Monday is tomorrow. And I am free tomorrow. Tell you what, actually. Waking up. Da, da, da. Ba, 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 da, da. Da, da, da. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Okay, Monday. What do you want to do tomorrow? I want to plan for the next couple of weeks as well, so actually it may be better for me to actually like do this later on by myself because then I can like actually look at my work calendar because I need to like boot up my work computer for that. Well, we can still plan what I want to do for this coming week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday will be my free days. Righto. I want to plan like a karaoke stream. Maybe. Well, the thing is, okay, I could do a karaoke stream maybe like next week. Not next, like on the first week of April. Because it gives me some time to practice songs. If I basically set myself a deadline for it, like I'm going to be more guaranteed to do it, right? That's what I'm thinking of. That's why I want to plan this out. So, okay, let's put for now Wednesday, what would that be? Wednesday 3rd of April. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so let's put Wednesday here. We're going to do karaoke. So, what I've been wanting to do for a while now is I'm wanting to do like... Okay, I have a list here on my handy-dandy telephonic communication device of the all the songs that I wanted to sing on a karaoke, which I've not got round to because I don't really practice songs for karaoke much. I also have a list of all the stream ideas I've wanted to do but I've not got around to doing. I did plan to do a stream doing Bop It weeks ago, but things kept happening and eventually I'm like, man, is this interesting enough of an idea? I think I need to work on it a bit more before I can do that, because like doing weird one-off stuff like that is not something a lot of people are going to see, I guess, or not going to be bothered about, if that makes sense. So yeah, they're going to need to work on that kind of stuff. Anyway, hang on, where's it gone? Where's that list gone? Where's it gone? Here we go, songs to learn. So, okay, I've got a list of songs to learn for video game karaoke, a list of songs to learn for anime karaoke, and one for comedy, that's it, comedy karaoke. I'm thinking of like video game karaoke maybe. Like, this Nikkei music's got me in the mood for it. But they also just have a generic list as well of songs to learn. Wonder what will be good for it. I have a musical one as well, like list of musicals. Man, there's a lot of songs on here. Okay, I put different games down for like different songs to learn from. I've got for game karaoke. I've got Guilty Gear, Metal Gear. Wait, why have they shown 2 gears? Never noticed that. Guilty Gear, Metal Gear, FF14, FF50. I'll just put Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Sayonara Wild Hearts, which is a fantastic game and I played it. Nier, Persona, Elder Scrolls, Tales of. Blaze Blue, Smash Bros. / the WarioWare series, Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade, Sonic, Devil May Cry, Grand Blue Fantasy, Hades, The World Ends With You, Zone of the Enders, Honkai Star Rail, Parappa the Rapper, Mother, River City Girls, Transistor, Portal, Mirror's Edge, Katamari, Yakuza, Nikkei, Fallout, and Outer Wilds. A lot of stuff there. Tell you what, let's do that for Friday, actually. I think it might be safer. Granted, I might want to move it around anyway. Let's put it as Friday for now. Actually, let's put it as Wednesday for now. Put a deadline on it. Put a deadline on it, so if I want to move it, I can do. And that will have to be a daytime stream because I won't be able to do that at night lest I get a noise complaint. So that would be really like a 2 o'clock stream. Okay, that's one thing. I think it would be better if I actually had a written version of this down. I think I'd just get involved in it more. Okay, so that's one thing. I think tomorrow, I don't think there's any harm in, like... Hang on, wait, when's ABBA out in Guilty Gear? Is ABBA already out? She's not, right? Because I want to play ABBA. I want to try her out on stream. ABBA release. When's she out? I just realized I searched that on YouTube when I could have searched that on fucking Google like a normal human being. God damn it. Come on. When yeah. March 26th. Okay, so she's out on Tuesday. Okay. Wait, hang on, is that in American though? March 26th, 2024. Yeah, which time zone though? What time zone is it in? Oh, 26 hours left, so it's gonna be... Wait, no, that would be on Tuesday. Okay, whatever. I guess we could do Wednesday Guilty Gear. I wouldn't mind doing an evening Guilty Gear stream. We can do some talking, do some chatting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do... Okay. Guilty Gear ABA test. See, by doing this on stream, I'm actually forced to do it to plan my week out. I can do Golden Sun tomorrow, because I want to try and get the game, because it's... I enjoy it, but it's also, like, a bit alienating for some people, I think. And also, like, there's some... I get very annoyed with that game, because its writing is kind of just, who gives a shit. I think the people who really like that game and say it's called classic aren't saying that because of the writing, certainly. I'll do nothing in the stream for that one. And the thing is, Friday, I think I will take off to practice singing instead. To practice some songs for karaoke. And also, like, record some auditions. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I should probably record an audition on the other days anyway, so... Saturday as well, I guess I can stay that thing, because, yeah, I realised I'd rather, like, save time, I'd rather, like, work on, like, making a feature stream good than rather do a half-assed, mid-stream, I guess. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do something on Saturday, maybe I'll change my mind. I'm not sure yet. But, yeah. I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, no, what I'll do? How are you, Polka? I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm Polka, yeah. I love Amora Polka. She's great. She's lovely. Saturday. When these open doors were open and dead. Saturday. When these open doors were open and dead. Nice song. That's an old Fall Out Boy song. Pete and I had tied that lost Historia with promise and precision. And they messed our youthful innocence, and I read about the afterlife. But I never really lived more than an hour. I'm going to strain my throat doing that, because I'm trying not to project so I don't make any noise. Anyway, I realised I've not had my tea tonight. I should probably call it there. Saturday, I think I'll stick to practicing songs as well. I might do like a guerrilla stream, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd rather just do quality streams rather than quantity. Anyway. Yeah, you know what, we're going for an hour now. That's gonna be everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I am going to go and get some delicious food. Yes. Good night to you too, Rescue. Good night. Yes, I shall be back tomorrow, probably playing Golden Sun in the afternoon. I think. Yes. I'll do my best to put an actual schedule on Discord this time as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Keep well, stay safe, and eat lots of good food. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Da, 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 da.